All right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all the praise, honor, and glory. And to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Chakodash. Double honor to my elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule well and teach well, being great examples to us younger brothers. Peace and blessings to the full like Lord, wouldn't we be a part of that number? I'm the brother Kradolph from the G-Mess Brand Chicago, coming back with another video. This video is going to be entitled, Skirts Being Lifted. You know, these devils are being exposed. Okay, let's grab this precept. I believe it's Psalms 83. Let's see. Psalms 83. Salakia. Let me search it real quick. Truth. Spring. Psalms 85. Okay. I was in Psalms 83. Psalms 85 and 11, it says, truth shall spring out of the earth, and righteousness shall look down from heaven. Okay, and the truth is springing out from the prophets, the mouthpieces of Yahweh Shemel Shai. Okay, plain and simple. Okay, and the Lord is putting the spirit on us to expose these devils. All right, as a matter of fact, we can have this Habakkuk 2 on standby, you know, because this is it, man. Okay, so I'm gonna play this video on TikTok. You know, I don't want them to show my profile, so if it does, I'll just edit that out. You know, and so from the viewer's point of view, it'll just be edited straight to the video. You know, because you know, just be private, man. You don't know who the fuck's watching. You know, but it's a lock in. Let me click this real quick.
I'll tell you a secret. Even the government sometimes lies, because the government is made up of people, and people sometimes lie.
Shocker!
Here's an example. When I came into office, the relationship between the United States and Cuba was very tense, but the American public was not in favor of a war.
Nor was I as a Cuban living in Cuba.
But some people in the government wanted to manipulate our citizens into supporting the war.
How?
Our military leaders came up with a plan to stage an attack. They proposed that we bomb Miami and other American cities and then blame it on Cuba.
So they were going to kill Americans?
And then lie about it?
This is real. It's called Operation Northwoods.
I'm reading
Operation Northwood.
it now. Oof, this is dark.
Holy smokes. What did you do about it, President Kennedy?
I stood up to them, fired the Joint Chiefs of Staff who proposed the plan, and stopped the attacks from happening.
Wow, that's brave.
You should question everything. People are always claiming things they can't back up with facts, or repeating headlines they've read. I'll tell you a secret. Even the government sometimes lies.
And that was that. Okay. Operation Northwood, and that makes you think twice about that attack on the beach over there in that land. All right, those issues, that attack on the beach, man. That's what Esau does. All right, he's a fake, false stage events. Okay, look at Pearl Harbor. Look at 9/11. All right, search up the dancing 1948ers on 9/11. So just search it up. All right. Use the I word, you know, because we use certain code words, so they won't take the video down. But search up dancing Rayleighs on 9/11, man. Okay. Look at the Boston Tea Party. Okay, these devils put that in your face. All right. If we want to go deep back into history, all right, look at the fire of Rome. Nero set that off to blame the Israelites. This is what these devils do. It's nothing new under the sun. All right. And how about Shemel Shai using his prophets to expose these devils? All right. Here it is. They're willing to bomb their own country to blame Cuba. Okay. And that was one of the options that they had. Another one was to shoot down an American plane. Okay. I'm going to play this second video.
We need it.
Most disturbing declassified government.
Most disturbing declassified government documents. This is 20%. Each video I go up will get worse and worse, so make sure to like and follow to keep up. This is Operation Northwoods. The operation was a list of proposals called for by the CIA to actually commit terrorism against the American military, civilian targets, and then blaming them on the Cuban government. The plan was formed during 1962, which we all know was the Cuban Missile Crisis. Some of the acts they were going to commit were shooting planes down, sinking boats of Cuban refugees, blowing up U.S. ships, and the worst one is probably the mass murders in U.S. cities. Ultimately, the plan was going to happen, and a lot of people in government were behind this, but the only reason it didn't happen is because JFK, the president at the time, said that, no, we're not going to do it. This just goes to show you how far the government is willing to go to prove a point. I mean, murdering innocent people and then blaming it on Cuba is honestly a new low, so the real question is, what has happened that we don't know of yet? Make sure to like and follow for tomorrow's video.
It definitely is a low, but hey, that makes you, it shows you Esau is low. Okay? He ain't no upright man. All right? And as a matter of fact, we're literally in Habakkuk 2, and it says that. Okay? Let's read this, and then I'll grab out Jeremiah. It's Habakkuk 2, and I'll start at verse 1. I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower, and will watch to see what he will say unto me, and what I shall answer when I am reproved. And the Lord answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak, and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry. Behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him, but the just shall live by his faith. All right, Esau's soul is not upright in him. He is a wicked ass man. All right, a blood-shedding, deceitful man. Okay, and everywhere he goes, he shows it. Okay, that's verse 5. Yeah, also because he transgressed by wine, he's made the whole earth drunk in Revelation 18 with his wicked ass philosophies, man. All right, with his wine. He is a proud man. Need to keep it at home. All right, 800, 700 military bases all around the globe. Okay, central banks all around. It says, who enlargeth his desire is hell. Okay, let's keep reading. It says, and is as death, and cannot be satisfied. His devil is insatiable. Look at the elites. Look at the banking families, hoarding up all this good, all the goods. You know, everyone else gets the crumbs. It says, and is as death, and cannot be satisfied, but gather unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people. All right, so let's go back down. Let's go at this Jeremiah 13. And 22, it says, and if thou say in thine heart, wherefore come these things upon me? For the greatness of thine iniquities are thy skirts discovered, and thy heels made bare. Okay? So Esau, Edom is being exposed. The Lord is using his mouthpieces to expose this devil. Okay? And also the Lord is putting us the spirit on the whistleblowers to go in on them, just to back up our point. All right, because this is the main thing. This is what they're afraid of, this truth. The words of Yahweh Shema Shai. All right, and he knows he's being exposed. The scripture says he knows that he had but a short time. Okay? You see how far they were willing to go to blame something on Cuba. Look at Pearl Harbor. Look at Nero. All right, to justify the persecution of the Christians. All right, look at 911. To justify and get a public support to go over there and find no weapons of mass destruction. Okay? A war that you didn't even win. All right, verse 23, can the Ethiopian change his skin, or the leopard his spots? Then may ye also do good. They are accustomed to do evil. This devil was created to be the wicked. He came straight from that. That's how he was designed. All right? Okay, let's skip down to verse 26. Then I'm going to go back to this Habakkuk. It says, therefore will I discover thy skirts upon thy face, that thy shame may appear. These devils are shamed, man. Their history are starting to be revealed, that they've hidden from their children and from the whole world. All right? And now the world sees them as the fucking devils that they are. Habakkuk 2:15, woe unto him that giveth his neighbor drink, that putteth thy bottle to him, and makest him drunk also, that thou mayest look on their nakedness. Thou art filled with shameful glory, Drink thou also, and let thy foreskin be uncovered, okay, being exposed. The cup of the Lord's right hand shall be turned unto thee, and shameful spewing shall be on thy glory. All right, shameful spewing is upon this devil's glory. He makes it seem as if he came into power by honor, nobility. But all he did was rape, rob, and murder. Okay? They didn't want to turn around and call it the critical race theory. Or the slaves willingly went into the slave ships. Here it is, they strapped down. They willingly went strapped down, pissing and shitting on one another. Their wives are on top of the ship getting ravished. Okay? Being thrown overboard. So much being thrown overboard that the ancient migrant shark pattern has changed to this day. Okay? Hey, this is a goddamn devil. And the whole world is realizing that. You know? So, Lord, when this lesson was edifying, okay, I want to give all the praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushai, Ba'ashim Chakudash. All right, I might make this another history lesson. I don't know. You know, we'll see. But double honors to the apostle, elders, great millstone. Peace and blessings to those for elect. Lord willing to be a part of that number. Shalom, Kwame Sharala, or Abadu Ball.